Mo described what the phone call was like for him when he got the news. What was it like for you when you got the phone call and Carp's on the other end telling you he can't go?
Yeah, certainly one of those conversations you'll always remember. Wasn't exactly what you were expecting, but with the relationship I've been able to have with Carp's a little different than with a lot of the other guys. There's a long-standing friendship that goes along with manager-player relationship, and there's just the respect that I've had just kind of watching him through his career, and so it was one of those that you didn't necessarily anticipate, so you weren't prepared. So it was, Mo and I talked about it as a kind of a kick in the gut, but then it was, okay, now what? And first of all, now what for Carp? Now what for you? Let's talk what you got going on. And so you just talk as friends and try and sort through different things going through each other's minds. And then after time, my focus goes to, okay, now what for us as a club? And that one's a little simpler. Is okay, someone's got to step up, and it's going to happen to every team every season. Just seems to happen to us a little earlier this year.
Had you been able to see any of the workouts? We know he and Rosenthal were down here working out all the time, but as he moved into these bullpens here the last week or so, had you been able to watch it all?
No, I was actually supposed to catch one of the workouts, one of their bullpens, but I had a meeting that went over, and I didn't get a chance to come down. But they were still going easy at that time. But he really didn't have the problems until he started really letting it rear back and letting it fly.
You mentioned the relationship that you guys had, and actually, I guess it's kind of ironic. A couple weeks ago at the warm-up, Carp was asked, "What did you learn about Mike Matheny that you didn't already know over the past year?" I'll reverse that. What did you learn about Carp this past year that you didn't already know?
Well, first you got to tell me what his answer was, but I saw the same guy that I admired and respected as a teammate, as a young player in Toronto. Watching him, just how he went about his business, the toughness, the preparation, the hard work. I mean, all those things that usually lead to a good career. Certainly, we watched it unfold and watched it in reality, and then to be able to see him continue to fight and then make himself into an elite pitcher that with the resume he has, there's not a whole lot of guys on that list with all the accomplishments that he's had. So it was something that I'd seen him go through injuries, I'd seen him go through struggles, I'd seen him go through successes. So I don't think there were any surprises on that regard. What I appreciate more as a manager is just how valuable he is as a leader, and I saw that as a player too. But certainly, as you're trying to put a team together and you're trying to figure out how to maximize everybody's potential, you need a guy like that who just commands respect by how he goes about it. And whenever you have guys at the top of your team that put the effort in and have the talent, and you have that combination of toughness and that desire to be a mentor, it's a rare combination, and that'll be missed.
Mike, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you in Florida in a couple weeks.
Thanks, Dolly.